sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kennesaw State's offense will be first on the attack. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Delaware's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Steps away to find some room. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A designed run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Bullock. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that and you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bullock. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
game so far is dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw. It's Odom. Under fire. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tyree. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying
to rumble in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Fires to the right. He's got it to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They get to the line quickly. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Dumps it to the back. Caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. To the ground with the back. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. It's Tyree. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got a little space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got the back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work. Rides to the back. Breaks the tackle. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Okay, ready? This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll pull it on the read. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The play-action fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run play action. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option, the give. Crosses the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And they'll spread receivers all over the field. 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Owls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got his man, makes the grab. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
Good enough
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Wide open downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Blue Hens are on the move. They'll move the tight end. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Brown. Into the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. To the air, it's Odom. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker's athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to pass. It's Odom. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Big-time rivalry game in football heaven today, gentlemen. Texas A&M and Texas, and here is the very latest. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double digits.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.